Welcome, families, to another broadcast of Face Radio, where we strive to encourage, enlighten, and inform our families. On this episode, our DJs, Dedicated Deborah, Techie Tamika, and Lovable Lisa, will explore the different learning styles of individuals. Families, we want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And remember, stay calm. Face Radio is on.
Greetings and salutation, families. Guess who? Yes, you guessed right. It's
Techie Tamika, Dedicated Deborah,
and Lovable Lisa. Like tag team, we're back again with insight on trending topics, smooth sounds, entertainment, and just all around great vibes. Hey, it's been almost a month since spring break, and now it's countdown to another break. Summer. If you're like me, it sort of takes me a minute to bounce back from any break or when my normal routine has been changed. Hey, bouncing back. That's what we discussed during our last podcast, building resilience in children, to be exact. We provided you with the challenge of using one of the strategies we talked about to help build resilience in your child, or basically helping your child to bounce back from a situation that might not be so pleasant. If you haven't had a chance to post a comment about that challenge and how it's working for you, go ahead and share it with us on our Twitter page, which is @AILY_Face Radio. Now, as you listen to our podcast, some of you might be jotting down notes of what we say and suggest, while some of you might be riding in the car, chewing on a Big Mac, catching Face Radio, playing a smooth soundtrack. Gotcha, didn't I? I see that smile. If you're nodding and a bobbing, you have an auditory style of learning, that is. Which brings me to today's topic, different learning styles. But before we jump into it, let's recognize some special people because it's their birthday. Come on, say it with me now. We shout out with cheers for many more birthday years to Arfa Ruiz, Cynthia Browning, and Geneva Browning, all staff at Youngblood Intermediate. Shout out time. On behalf of Principal Ms. Gwen Sandals and the Youngblood staff and students, shout out and congratulations to Mrs. Erin Gilbert for winning 2021 the Rather Prize for her dedication and effort in teaching our students that a small garden can grow a stronger Texas educational system. Thank you, Mrs. Erin Gilbert, for all you do for the students and families of Youngblood Intermediate. You're listening to AILY Face Radio. Keep calm. Face Radio is on. We'll be back.
Well, welcome back, listeners. Welcome back. Welcome back. Lisa did an awesome job in just welcoming our families, getting them all prepared. Those great shout outs and acknowledgments to all our staff and students and families. Guys, I have a few announcements for you. Do you feel like others are passing you by with emailing and texting and social media? India House Houston has partnered with Helping Others Smile to offer free virtual technology classes for seniors. Yes, for seniors. Virtual classes are every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. For Zoom information, please email manasi1101 at helpingothersmile.org. I'm going to say that email one more time. manasi1101 at helpingothersmile.org. Or you can just simply call India House Houston for more information. All right, families, I have another announcement. Train for free. Everybody like this word free. 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 Home Builders Institute, in partnership with Capital Idea Houston, is offering free training in carpentry and electrical in its Gulfton and Acres Homes location. To register, go to this website, www.capitalideahouston.org/HBI. Again, www.capitalideahouston.org/HBI. Now here's Miss Deborah with our word for the week.
Hello, listeners. This is Dedicated Deborah with the word of the week. And the word of the week is kinesthetic. It's an adjective. This word means, and it relates to learning through feeling, such as sense of body position and muscle movement through nerve endings. Let's put this word in a sentence. Some students are kinesthetic learners.
Now it's time for Did You Know? Around this day in history, did you know that boxing champion Jack Johnson was born in Galveston, Texas? He was the first African American to win the heavyweight boxing title. And for you soda drinkers, did you know around this day in history, Coca-Cola was invented? Also, around this day in history, did you know that 7 Houston businessmen formed the Houston Chamber of Commerce? Also, around this day in history, did you know the Eiffel Tower opened in Paris, France? Oui, oui. Also, this is National Volunteer Month. We know that this year, our volunteers haven't had an opportunity to volunteer as much as they'd like to, but what you have done to support our kiddos and staff this school year is greatly appreciated. Shout out to all of our Alief ISD volunteers, and thank you for all of your support. With that, let's take a break. Keep calm. Face Radio is on. And we're also on Twitter at Alief_Face Radio.
When I wake up, what do there? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating. Don't understand things, so stay wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign. But when I wake up, I can't help but to wonder, is this even and we can't see the stars. I just wanna see the stars. With this love, Only come out at night, but we're still looking for sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Only come out at night, but we're still looking for sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Can't see the stars. I just wanna see the stars. With the sun falling I just wanna see the
Listeners, thank you for tuning back in with us. And please, please, please tell your friends to follow us on Twitter at @ALEAF_Face Radio. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell on our YouTube channel at ALEAF Face Program. So as we're getting into our main segment for today, I want to talk about, like in school, did you have a classmate who seemed to be a daydreamer or always daydreaming while the teachers were talking, or that classmate who seemed to not be paying attention and just goofing off? But when they got a quiz or a test back, their grade was unbelievable. Say a B- at the least. Well, folks, no, they weren't the teacher's pet or the teacher's favorite. It's more than likely due to their learning style. And it seems that this type of classmate of yours was an auditory learner. He or she may have looked like they weren't tuned into the teacher, but obviously they were, because they got that B-, where your friend who was focused on the teacher's every word didn't do quite as well on that test. Everyone learns differently. We process, comprehend, and retain information differently. There are 4 types of learning styles. You have visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. Hey, that was actually our word for the week. So how do you know which style of learning you or your child has, and what tips can you learn performing at your fullest potential? Well, let's get into that in a minute. But first, here's an encouraging quote that blends in with our topic. Take it away, Miss Deborah.
Thank you, Tamika. Our encouraging quote is by Ignacio Estrada, and it's like this. If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. Let's think about that. What it's saying is that just like we have our personal, unique personalities, our learning styles are unique too. And we must meet our children where they at. We must challenge them to go even higher, but we must meet them where they are. Think about that. Hey, Tamika, What does this quote mean to you?
Well, when I look at this quote, I am definitely in my educating mother role. Why? Because being a mother of 5 kids, I noticed that each one of them have a different learning style. My 4-year-old is definitely auditory. Like he can be all over the place. And I can say, well, son, what did I just say? And he can remember everything I literally just said. And I have to literally laugh. And being also an educator in early education for over 14 years, this is something I did right out of high school. I had to literally learn how kids learn and how each student in my class did, so that I can make sure I reach them on the level that they are. So it's very important, as this quote says, if a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. Because the most important thing is that a child learns. So that's how I kind of look at that quote. What you say, Miss Lisa? How would you kind of interpret that?
Agree exactly what you're saying, Tamika. Basically, you meet them where they are. Enough said. Just meet them where they are so that they can reach their full potential.
Wow, ladies, that is great. This is Face Radio. Follow us on Twitter at @ALEAF_Face Radio. Visit our website, www.aleafisd.net/family. Now grab a snack and we'll be right back.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see we could be true, we can be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know if the love will ever grow without trying, without trying? And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying, it's terrifying. It's a losing game, it's a losing game. But this time it's more than another lot of war. This ain't the same, this ain't the same. They say love heals all, it makes it all alright. In time, in time. My heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. Feels so right, it feels so right. And how will we ever feel that what we've got is real? There's no denying, there's no denying. And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying,
Weren't those some mellow sounds? Couldn't you just see yourself on a beach relaxing? If you answered yes to either question, then I believe I can figure out your method of processing new material. In other words, how you learn, your learning style. Now I know you're saying, girl, you don't know that, but just hear me out. Hear me out. We said earlier that there are 4 main types of learning styles. Now, I'm not talking about styles of fashion. This doesn't mean some of us learn better in jeans while others learn better in a suit. But for example, you might have noticed that you get a better understanding of something new by listening. Or you might be one who grabs something new by reading about it. Now, on a side note, some of us may have more than one learning style or a combination of all of them, but one of these styles is dominant. You know how some people can write with both their hands, left and right, but usually one hand is more dominant, or meaning they use it more than the other. All right, let's get into these learning styles and some tips to enhance your learning potential and for children to help them with study methods that will strengthen and complement them in order to help them understand their work.
Jasmine, would you please tell the class what I just said? Jasmine starts blurting out everything the teacher just said, and you are amazed because you can't remember a thing. No, no, not old age. It's not creeping up on you. It's just that you're probably not an auditory learner. As the name suggests, auditory is associated with your sense of hearing. You hear to learn. Being an auditory learner means that you do well listening to something or someone than by reading to remember. An auditory learner might recall everything said in a meeting, but can't remember anything on a report that was written down. As for children, they prefer to listen to instructions rather than reading them. Therefore, provide them with verbal instructions. So if you need your child to do something, verbal instructions work better than listing those chores on a chart. Oh man, that's so true. Wow. Auditory learners also tend to be good talkers and presenters. You know that one friend who likes to hear themselves talk or sing as if they have an audience? Then they go on and on, sometimes repeating themselves, and you just can't get a word in. That's your auditory friend. Children who are auditory learners with their work, encourage or help them to make up rhymes for songs when studying to assist them with recalling information. Also, reading out loud can help with remembering or studying. Better yet, find audio or videos to assist them. They'll have an easier time with their studies. Say, you never know, you might have a Billboard top 20 hit one day.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Lord.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. We were actually on a podcast and start singing. Visual learners, bet you can tell how they learn. I know you know. Listen to the type of learner again. Visual learner. Yep. If you said that they learn by visualizing, then guess what? You did right. You guessed correct. Visual learners like to see the work. If you're that type of person who can close your eyes and visualize where you parked or left your car keys, then you're a visual learner. Visual learners often have a photographic or almost photographic memory, but have the dickens of a time if you verbally tell them something and then ask them to repeat it back to you. I got a couple of these kind of learners. So don't tell them the directions. Let me tell you what you need to do. You need to text it to them. Now that you know some of the characteristics of a visual learner, You can help your child excel by using some of these materials to help them study, like flashcards. Flashcards are great tools to use because most of the images on them are big and bold and usually are bright and colorful, all things visual learners enjoy. How about using a picture book and talking about big, bold letters and colors? Choosing picture books for younger children is an excellent way to help them study. Other helpful tips to help visual learners comprehend will be to create charts and maps for studying. So go ahead and make that chore chart for your family. I think I'm gonna do that today. Your visual learner might just get them done. Okay, listeners, have we touched on any of your learning styles yet? If we haven't, that's okay. Don't stress, don't worry, because your learning style is coming up. We'll pause for some special announcements. Stay with us because coming up will be your chance at winning one of our terrific prizes. Remember to hit like and then comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is A-Leaf Face Program. We'll be back after these special announcements.
And here are our special announcements. Our A-Leaf Family District Support Helpline is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday of every 3 weeks from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Our helpline attendants will be able to assist you in English and Spanish. We aim to help families from tech issues like how to log on to Schoology and check your child's grades in home access and provide information on district resources, as well as answer questions you have related to A-Leaf ISD. We hope to hear from you.
And we're back talking about different learning styles. Okay, let's see. We've touched on auditory, we've touched on visual learning styles, which are basically your sense of hearing and sight, which you are best used to help you learn something new or to recall information. The next learning style is that old-fashioned kind, the take notes type of learner, the reader/writer learner. Read-write learners usually do well by using traditional ways of learning. You remember, those were your friends that you probably wanted to copy from because you knew they took good notes. They enjoy taking notes. If you like reading and writing stories, then yep, you're a read-write learner. These type learners usually excel with essays and essay questions.
So that's why I got high scores in writing sections of the SAT.
And they work best in a quiet place.
Usually huddled up with a book or something like that.
True. So that's why they also may be identified as solitary learners. Now, to make studying easier for children with this learning style, have them to maybe write out their study notes and organize them. That's the easy part, because after all, they've done the hard part, taking notes. For read-write learners, don't give them a bunch of diagrams and charts. They'll have a harder time getting that information. Now you know what type of gift to give this type of learner.
What?
A journal. Listen up, see, and take notes. Keep calm. Face Radio is on. Stay close. Your chance to win is coming up.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Never gonna say goodbye, no.
As we get back into that last main learning style. Tamika, what's with it with the pencil tapping? We're almost finished. Oh, I know why. Does this happen to you at times? You're in the middle of what you thought was a good conversation, but the person you're talking to seems to have ants in their pants?
Yep.
More than likely, this person is a kinesthetic learner. These types of learners have a hard time sitting still because they favor movement to learn. Very short attention span, too. Kinesthetic learners, who are also sometimes called tactile learners, enjoy physical activities like sports and can remember things best when they do them themselves. These social learners will be happy if you let them cook or fix on a car because they like hands-on activities. If you or your child is a kinesthetic learner, then a good way to help them study is to provide them with fun games that keep their body moving. Something like board games, checkers, Monopoly, or even card games. And that way it's a win-win because you're also spending quality time with them. Although we might have a combination of learning styles, one always outshines the other. But remember, there are no right or wrong ways to study. Just understanding how you and your child learns best is a large part of helping to reach one's full potential. Now, here's another special announcement from Faith. The Alief ISD Family and Community Engagement Department is offering a free day and evening online courses. For more information, contact the family liaison at your child's campus and visit our site at www.aliefisd.net/family. Also, do you like to compose music? Do you have some musical talent you can share? Then Face Radio is looking for you. Anyone can enter. Specific guidelines can be found on our Twitter at @Alief_Face Radio. Submit your original songs to alief.faceradio@gmail.com for a chance to have your song featured on a future broadcast. Deadline for submissions is April the 23rd. Can't wait to hear your box.
Well, welcome back, listeners. I hope you enjoyed those tunes. I did. I was jamming over here. I'm really hoping that you enjoying our podcast. I am Techie Tamika, and I have a challenge for you. We talked about a few of the most common learning styles and giving you tips that will help you when you are learning something new. Our challenge for you is to take time with your family to identify each person's learning style. You might be surprised at what you find. Once you identify your learning style, we urge you to try out one of our strategies you heard today. Then share what you found out with us on Twitter at @Alief_Face Radio. We really want to hear what you found out. Well, guys, I hope you like to laugh, because I do. So now it's time for moment. It's time to laugh. I like to laugh. But before I do, I gotta tell you a story. This is really good. This is a really, really good one. A friend of mine's got a new job last week as the new top dog at Old McDonald's Farm.
Ooh, congratulations.
I know. He is now the CIEIO, CIEIO, CIEIO. And he is. Hey, I hope you had that little time. Think about it. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. So now C-I-E-I-O. You get it? I hope you had a ha moment.
Well, listeners, now it's time for our A-Leaf trivia. What was A-Leaf originally called? Think about it and be the 5th person to text your answer to 832-422-8423. That's 832-422-8423. Make sure you're the 5th person to text your answer question. What was A-Leaf ISD originally called? And you'll be the winner of a special prize.
All right, listeners, don't forget to text that on in. And I'm so glad we had this time together.
Keep your job, keep your daytime job.
All right, listeners, see what she did? But anyway, for real, that's all the time we have today. And as always, thank you for tuning in. But don't forget to try one of those tips we shared today. And then share that with us on Face Radio Twitter, which is at @A-Leaf_Face Radio. Also, hit the like and subscribe so that you get a notification when we're on again. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is A-Leaf Face Program. And now we leave you with this inspirational thought.
We all have different styles and modes of learning. We learn from our families, friends, school, and the world in which we live in. The goal is the same, whether it is parenting or teaching. We want the best education for our children. It is a beautiful thing that we are able to teach in ways that will encourage the process of comprehension in our children. Always remember that continuous learning causes continuous growth.
We thank you for listening to another broadcast of Face Radio. We hope you are encouraged, enlightened, and informed from this discussion with our fantastic DJs, Dedicated Deborah, Techie Tamika, and Lovable Lisa. What an amazing discussion on the different styles of learning. I learned that I am more of a visual learner, and I hope you have discovered your learning style and the method that best fit you. In our next episode, we will talk about the impact of social media on children. This is a very important and relevant topic in our society today with all that is happening in the world around us. Listen in and invite a friend. A-Leaf families, you know what time it is. Say it with me. Stay calm. Face Radio is on.